The Forum for China-Africa Cooperation Summit has come to an end with Beijing making big promises to its African allies. Chinese President Xi Jinping pledged 360 billion yuan, which is equivalent to $50.7 billion, in financing for Africa over the next 3 years.
未来3年，中国政府愿提供3600亿元人民币额度的资金支持。
Lauding the Chinese move, the South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa, sounded grateful while calling it a great boon.
Very positively disposed to the amount of money that President Xi announced today. I think is going to be a great boon to the African continent.
However, the world's second-largest economy stopped short of providing the debt relief sought by many African countries this week. Beijing's pledge of the huge loan of $50 billion is not an alien development. In fact, it has been financing African countries with billions as loans. During the 2015 and 2018 FOCAC summit, China provided the largest loans ever in the summit's history, which amounted to $60 billion. Such loans have helped Africa to build much-needed infrastructure, but have sometimes stoked controversies by saddling governments with huge debts. However, during a news conference at the backdrop of the summit in Beijing, President Ramaphosa backed off from subscribing to such controversies.
I don't necessarily buy in the notion that when China, say, invests, it is with an intention of, in the end, ensuring that those countries end up in a debt trap or in a debt crisis.
The summit also brought promises of support for green projects in Africa, with President Xi declaring a readiness to launch 30 clean energy projects and to cooperate in the nuclear sector. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, who was attending the summit, said that the China-Africa partnership can drive the renewable energy revolution. The summit turned out to be significant for China as it marks the comeback of Beijing in terms of overseas deployment of capital in the emerging international markets after a period of GDP slowdown in the country. Bureau Report, NewsX.